afternoon, I'm forewarned meteorologist Kim Adams. Showers continue across Metro Detroit, but tapering down later on this evening. But we don't make it through the weekend rain-free, and I'll have your forecast in a couple of minutes.
All right, Kim, also first at 4, a defense attorney says this video of a gas station arson doesn't tell the whole story. We'll have the claim he made in court to defend his client. We also have a father's emotional plea to find his missing son. Police reveal one clue that might help find him. Here's Paula.
These plants and flowers have serious star power, and now you can own some for your own garden.
It's just not readily sold in nurseries.
We'll tell you where and how to score plants from the famed Adolph Gardens on Belle Isle.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, I'm Devin Skillian in for Karen Drew. First at 4, Warren police and Crime Stoppers teaming up to find a man who's been missing now for more than 2 weeks. James Wilkins was reported missing on June 9th. Police say he was last seen in the area of 10 Mile and Hayes around 1:50 p.m. the day before. Since then, there's been no contact from Wilkins to his family. Police say they're looking for a Mercury Sable station wagon in connection with his disappearance. Wilkins' family says it is out of character for him to be out of touch.
He's an athlete, he's a good dad, and he's a good brother and sister and cousin to all his family that's standing here behind me. So I know someone has seen something. Please come forward with any information that you have about my son, because I need my son home, because he does not deserve this to happen to him.
If you know anything that can help Wilkins' family, call Warren Police, or you can call 1-800-SPEAK-UP, and you can, of course, remain anonymous. The defense attorney for this man says video of a gas station being set on fire doesn't tell the whole story. He's asked the court to preserve video minutes before this. 35-year-old Julian Miller of Detroit faces several charges, including assault with intent to murder and first-degree arson. Prosecutors say he entered the gas station on West 7 Mile, poured gasoline on the floor, and set it on fire. A clerk in the station was injured running through the flames to escape. Well, today in court, the defense said the attack was in response to something that had happened just before the fire was set.
Seconds prior to the his common law wife was into the station. She's ready to testify. She was trying to be raped by the quote-unquote employee of the station in the aisles. My client came in response to that while she was there, and that's when the incident occurred. It was all within seconds, Your Honor.
Before today's hearing, police and prosecutors said they had no information on an attempted sexual assault. Miller faces $200,000 cash bond in the arson case and another unrelated charge. Bond redetermination hearing is now set for next Monday. A new hearing for Oxford school shooter Ethan Crumbley brought up some questions about, quote, concerning behavior in the Oakland County Jail. Came up during the monthly hearing to decide whether the 17-year-old would stay in adult jail while waiting for his sentencing. Local 4 pulled a memorandum on the matter, but it did not list any specifics. So right now, it doesn't look like the issue will have any impact on his current standing. Prosecutors say restrictions on health-related information prevent them from commenting any further. We'll see what else we learn. Drivers could face more tickets, but road workers might be safer if new legislation makes it through Lansing. Michigan House just passed a bill that would allow state departments to install cameras in construction zones. Those cameras could automatically track and ticket anyone going 10 miles an hour over the speed limit in those zones. Drivers would first get a written warning, but a $150 ticket for the second offense, $300 for the third time if it should happen within 3 years. Legislation now heads to the state Senate. 2 words for the first forecast: dodging raindrops. Perhaps you've seen some scattered rain. Depends really on where you are, which has been the case lately. Kim Adams here to start pinpointing what we can expect this evening. Kim, in fact, right behind you, we can see it's kind of all over the place.
Yeah, it's all over the place. I'm glad dodging raindrops. When someone says, I've got 2 words for you, you just never know what's going to be when it's a rainy Friday afternoon. But we need the rain. In fact, usually I would hear a lot of complaints when we're getting close to the weekend and there's rain, but not today, because we've definitely been at a deficit with only a handful of days with rain in June. So here's where we are right now on Exact Track 4D radar. I want to get in a little tighter here and show you where we're seeing the rain right now in Dearborn, right around Greenfield Village. Also the western part of the west side of Detroit getting some showers. Hamtramck up into the Grosse Pointes. These showers will be winding down here over the next several hours. Sterling Heights, Clawson, Southfield all getting rain right now. We'll get a break from the rain and then more rain for the second half of the weekend. We'll time it all out for you in just a couple of minutes.
All right, Kim. Search for evidence continues after the implosion of that OceanGate submersible in the Atlantic Ocean. Today, the co-founder of the company is cautioning against a rush to judgment. Investigators now say it's possible the Titan imploded last Sunday when contact with the vessel was first lost. U.S. Navy said it detected a sound that would be consistent with an implosion or explosion around that time. Experts say the catastrophic event would have hit quickly before the 5 people on board even knew what happened. OceanGate facing a lot of questions about safety, but the company's co-founder is defending the CEO, Stockton Rush, who was among those who died at sea.
I had absolutely full confidence in Stockton, in the design of the sub and his ability to engineer it, and most importantly, to take it through a rigorous test program. So I had absolutely no qualms with it. What I do have qualms with is the fact that so many of us, in a rush to get answers to our questions, are starting to speculate without waiting for all of the data.
Now, Sunline was a co-founder of OceanGate, but he left the company back in 2013, so 10 years ago. We, of course, will continue to follow the investigation. In Pennsylvania, police cars are the first to ride on a repaired road, and thousands of drivers now breathing a sigh of relief after really quick repairs on busy I-95. Traffic moving again in the temporary lanes after that bridge collapse in Philadelphia. Some people thought repairs could take months. The quick fix took just 12 days to complete. Officials say the work was done with safety and speed in mind. That section of I-95 officially reopened at noon today. If plants could be celebrities, these flowers in Greenie would be really big stars. You're looking at the Udolph Gardens on Belle Isle. It's the site of this weekend's Bio Blitz and Pollinator Celebration. Paula Tutman in the thick of it with ways you can score some of these rare and beautiful plants for your own garden. Paula?
Hey, Devin. Hi, everybody. You know, when it is this beautiful out here, even with weather like this, then you're talking about something. I mean, humans might call this nuisance rain. Flowers just call this food. On Belle Isle this weekend, the place to be. Stuff to buy, stuff to see, definitely stuff to learn. The famed Udolph Gardens on Belle Isle turned 3 this year, and the bounty is the gift. Mother Nature choreographed by famed Dutch garden designer Piet Udolph, who uses plants as a living canvas to paint beauty across the globe. Rare and beautiful plants have finally reached their maturity and are now at the age where they are dropping seeds and can be divided.
This is the wild quinine right here, this beautiful white top flower plant and the lush, gorgeous leaves. That's something that's very hard to find, and we have it for sale.
Thus contributing to their own upkeep because these are being sold to the public.
So many of the perennial plants here are not available to purchase in nurseries. They're specialty plants that were grown just for the Udolph Garden. They're fabulous plants, they're just not as readily available in nurseries.
This weekend, Bio Blitz, an opportunity to score some of these rare plants for your own garden and a little piece of Udolph while also participating in the amazing pollinator community. You'll also be able to see the gardens in progress. Piet Udolph was just here and is actually still editing these gardens, which means anytime you come to the gardens, it's different. That thistle is amazing.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Am I right? Is that thistle?
It looks like a thistle. It's called Eryngium.
Was that an echinacea? What is that?
It is. It's one of our prairie. It's pale coneflower.
Coneflower,
yes,
of course.
Yes, echinacea is coneflower.
Yeah.
And this one, look at how the petals are reflexed back toward the stem. The one that Pete designed or gave us here is one that he calls Hula Dancer.
What's this thing that looks like an onion right here, like an upside down onion?
It is in the onion family. Allium.
Oh, that's allium too?
We have 9 varieties of allium. If you haven't seen the garden for 10 days, several things will have finished blooming. Other things will have come into color of some kind. Sometimes it's not even the flower. It's foliage. It's color of the leaves. A grass will start turning purple, or it'll start throwing up a shoot, or the blossom will pop, and what you thought was one thing becomes another. It's constantly in change.
Just take a moment and drink this in. Just a moment. Don't you want this for your garden? And this is the amazing thing, because remember, Pete Aldolf, he actually developed some of these, brought some of these from Europe. And so this really is an opportunity to have some rare flowers that you would never have an opportunity to get. Belle Isle, starting this weekend, tomorrow, 9:30 to noon. Don't let the rain stop you, because it's still beautiful. And then don't forget, the gardens are here until the park closes, until Belle Isle closes. Just look for the Carillon or Bell Tower. Devin? Oh, I love it here.
You could tell from Paula's questions it is not her first day around a garden. You look like you're very in your element, Paula.
Happy as a bee.
Yeah, I love it, even in the rain. All right, Paula. Paula Tutman on Belle Isle this afternoon.